Well, Leeds 0, Manchester United 2, a win that has really gone ahead to really lift us back into what we call a very competitive top four race. Welcome to United Matters channel. Manchester United has gone ahead to beat Leeds by 2 goals to 0 in what I'm going to call an Eric Ten Hag tactical masterclass. Tactical masterclass. Who watched this game very well, and I'm here to break it down because we might be having issues that we shared together before the game started, and we've seen them portray out on the field of play, and that's it exactly how Eric Ten Hag managed this game. When we saw Harry Maguire in this game, I told you that he's going to play a deep line, and obviously it was a deep line. It was a deep line. We never played a high line. We kept it safe. Why did the manager do it like this? Because he said that in the game we played at Old Trafford, we gave out 2 goals at the beginning of each half. In the first half, we conceded in the first minute. The second half, we got ahead to concede a goal in the 46th, 47th minute. But this time around, we kept it tight at the back, and we knew that our moment was going to come amidst the likes of Bruno's getting chances and miss and not putting them back of the net. But when the right chance came in through and Rashford found himself in a very good area, he headed that ball home and really gave United that win. And obviously, United have gone ahead to win another game of football that has really taken us to 46 points right now. And we've played 23 games, more than Arsenal, and we are just 5 points behind Arsenal. Man City and now in third place. United has taken over the second place. Unless otherwise, Man City draw with Aston Villa, all beat them. That's how you're really going to be gotten out of that field or that position. But if at all you go ahead and really put in the best that we deserve, we might see ourselves into the title race. People don't want to talk about this because people think that talking about the title race is pressure. But if at all you understand English very well, title race is different from winning the title. That's it. If you are in the title race, you are good enough to win the title, but that doesn't guarantee you to win the title. A title race is a word, all 2 words put together to show to it that a team has really put in efforts that are really nearing the person leading the table. If at all people are saying that City are still in the title race, why not United into the title race? But what a way, what a game that Eric Ten Hag has gone ahead to manage very well, and we saw ourselves win it comfortably. Now, guys, do you know what has excited me today? The first goal has really sent me into total excitement. Why? Sabitzer gets that ball on the right half space. Then he switches play to the blind side. Did you notice that Sabitzer pass? Sabitzer switched play to find Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw composed himself very well and went in for a curling effort that found Rashford, and Rashford headed that ball into the back of the net. But one of the notables that you won't even miss out is the word composure. You remember when we are playing Leeds at Old Trafford, I told you, why do we lose? We lost that game of football because we lack composition in the final third. Now, when you look at all those goals, it's all about composition of our players. You get the composition that really sees us into that position to really go ahead and really score this goal. Obviously gives us a go-ahead to really stop our enemy. And obviously Leeds had done into Leeds, but obviously we went ahead to stop Leeds into the minute. Rashford really headed it home. And look at that. Look at that. Look at the composure. Sabitzer here switched play to find Luke Shaw. After finding Luke Shaw, get what happens. Luke Shaw takes like 2 extra touches and goes in for that behind cross, curling behind the back line of Leeds. And obviously it was a ball that Rashford made and really headed into the back of the net, as you see there. That is Rashford for you, heading it home. And for all of those that didn't know what Rashford is all about this season, this is his 4th goal that he has scored with his header. Remember, where does this turnout come in from? The turnout came in when Rashford missed headers in like 3 games consecutively. Ben McCarthy got him, taught him how to really head those balls, and his first header goal came at Old Trafford against Sheffield. After that, he scored against West Ham. Leeds, on Wednesday, he scores a header. Even today, Rashford has gone ahead to show to us that his aerial prowess is improving game in, game out. That is Marcus Rashford, and obviously has gone ahead to put our team where it deserves to be. And what a win. What a well fought for win for Manchester United, putting us in a position of command in the fourth spot. Do you know why? Tottenham Hotspur dropped points yesterday. Newcastle drew yesterday, and all what we needed was a win. I want to see where Nachitende is and how she has really gone ahead to watch this game of football, because she told me that she didn't even want to watch the game of football and afraid. I assured her that let's go on and do this game of football, and had predicted that the worst result that was written all over this game for Manchester United would have been what we call a draw, but not a loss, because I knew that Ten Hag had not respected this team at Old Trafford, and they came in early and scored that first goal, and then we were 2 goals behind. But this time round, Erik Ten Hag knew that we are going to get our moments and score goals, but what we need is to keep it tight at the back. And obviously, he kept it tight at the back, and when the chances came in through, we had kept a clean sheet. And this is where I tell you, this is where I go back and sound repetitive on what Sir Alex Ferguson said in that era of Manchester United where we were dominant and won very many trophies. Ferguson said, clean sheets win trophies, goals win matches. Now, how does that reflect into this game? In the 2 double headers we played against Leeds, we scored both goals. We scored 2 goals in both games. But in the first game we played at Old Trafford, we never kept a clean sheet. If we kept a clean sheet, we would have won that game by 2-0. In this game, we keep a clean sheet. We come out as winners, and obviously we are up there in the second position of the Premier League. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I'm having Kakuru, Ivan, David. We are waiting for the performance of players waiting here in Uganda. All right, I've arrived. I know I was late, but I was still compiling certain things for you. Then I know Mugisha Widi. Maguire slows down the game. Obviously, for Harry Maguire, if we lost this game of football, Ten Hag would have been to blame. But I think luck was on our side. In the first half, let me show you what Maguire does. Let me show you what Harry Maguire does in the first half that would have costed us a goal. This is what Harry Maguire did. Where are you, Harry Maguire? A ball is passed to Harry Maguire, as you see. A ball is passed to Harry Maguire, as you see there. He turns and doesn't put on his side mirror to know that there is a player of Leeds that is really approaching him and trying to press him. See what happens. Maguire loses possession. After losing possession, he's as slow as a snail. Then this player, Harrison, cuts inside into the half of Manchester United, hence the final third, obviously into the goal, and see what happened in the goal area. It was David De Gea with a very brilliant save, and obviously this is Freddie and Malacia combining to really clear out that ball. But in the 43rd minute, we had conceded because of Harry Maguire. We had conceded because of him. I don't want to see Erik Ten Hag risking any more like this, because you can't risk like this. You rather bring in a Lindelof other than Harry Maguire. Secondly, in the second half again, Harry Maguire does the needful and tries to pass in the wide spaces. And how many times did he give that ball away? 3 times in the second half. He gave out 1 in the first half, and in the second half, he gave that ball out 3 times. 3 times. 3 times. And that is Harry Maguire for you, costing our club and obviously looking a very weak link into that central defense. And how do we really get back to the game and almost feel like composed? Getting the best ball-playing centre-back, according to me, in the world, Lisandro Martinez, onto the field of play. And obviously, we got back into shape and the composure was really lit, and United went ahead to register that win. So I know Mugisha Wile, you are right about a man known as Harry Maguire. And obviously, Semanda is talking about Alejandro Garnacho. And Alejandro Garnacho has really gone ahead to score a very beautiful goal. But guess who passes him in? It was none other than Weghorst having an assist, his first assist for Manchester United, through the central midfield, and obviously released the ball and it went into the back of the net to give United a second lead. That is Alejandro Garnacho missing out on 2 clear-cut chances when we are playing Leeds at Old Trafford. And by the way, this one, if at all he missed it, I don't think that there would have been any United fan who would have gone ahead to blame him. Would there ever been any United fan to blame Alejandro Garnacho for missing out on that chance? I think no one would have gone ahead to blame him. But The word is all about composure, being composed into the final third, something that failed him last time, and this time around he got it right, and it shows you what this player is. And I want to send this message to all those watching in, that Weghorst needs to start. Do you know why Weghorst needs to start? Because he's not an impactful player like Alejandro Garnacho. You get? Garnacho is an impact player, is an impactful player off the bench. Look at him today. He scores this goal, very much composed, and obviously curls the back of the net. It almost looked like that when he scored against Fulham. Remember, the Fulham game was level, 1-1. Garnacho comes in through. Who plays him in? Eriksson. And obviously composes himself and places that ball into the left lower bottom corner. And obviously it was 2-0. It was 2-1 for Manchester United. The same thing today. Garnacho comes in through just like 2-3 feet of play. Obviously, he sent us into a comfortable lead of 2-0, and that is Alejandro Garnacho. And Semanda, thank you very much for hinting about Garnacho, because he is really a very good player. And obviously, he has taken us into the galaxy of really trusting him a lot always, because the only way he could take himself off that pressure is scoring a game today or putting in an assist today, and that is what he has done. I really had a video I did yesterday. I don't know whether you guys watched it. I hinted about Alejandro Garnacho coming to you to be composed. If at all he wanted to silence all the haters, everyone who was going all after him, he had one thing to do: go into that game of football, do the needful, and really score or really create an assist or play very well. Everyone is going to be quiet. And after that, Garnacho went ahead and really put in what we call a celebration that was shushing everyone, and he did us like this. He did us like this, that please, can you shush your mouth, because you've been talking a lot, but our job is to talk, is to analyze every player. But I believe what a way for Alejandro Garnacho to exonerate himself from the pressure that he saw himself on after that game that we drew at Old Trafford 2-2 against Leeds. And this time round, Garnacho came in through and really scored. And see his celebration, guys. See his celebration. He's telling you guys, can you please shush your mouth? That is Alejandro Garnacho for you after scoring that goal for Manchester United. He tells us, Rokan David and your people there, shush your mouth. Please keep quiet. Sit down and behave. Just relax and float. I've gone ahead to exonerate myself and score that goal. Obviously, Mr. Garnacho, you've sat us down this time around, because we are only going to come here and commend you, because you've done a very, very beautiful job for Manchester United into winning that game of football after giving us a comfortable lead. And let me tell you this: it would have been hard if at all. It would have been hard in the dying minutes if at all we had not gotten a second goal. I know we are good at defending, and our history does not exonerate us from bragging that we don't concede goals away. I think this is another clean sheet we've kept away. The only clean sheets we've kept away in the Premier League. The first one came against Southampton. The other one came against Leicester City. The other one came against Wolves. And this one is the fourth clean sheet away from home. I think that's a very good behavior to keep clean sheets here into this game of football, because we were off the pressure, and obviously we gave ourselves a better chance to be into this game of football. But let's talk a little bit about this band. And this time around, I'm going to talk a little bit of Bruno Fernandes, because however much he's really playing very well, he looks sloppy. In the first half, in the 43rd minute, I think, 45th minute, Melia saved that Bruno shot. But I ask myself, if you've watched that Rashford goal that has been really ruled out by VAR, that was offside, that would have been the third one, that of Weghorst would have been the fourth. He was in the same position here like Bruno Fernandes. Now, why does Bruno Fernandes go in for the far post, yet the near post is the way to go? And I think he should improve on his shooting. I like Bruno Fernandes, and I want him to really always be that man that is really leading us, because he has all that captaining ingredients and minerals in himself. But these are moments that make players great. Look at Rashford. Rashford has gotten 2 chances. I think he got 3. The first one he sat a player down forward in the box. Obviously, it was a 50-50 foul. The referee never called back for it, and obviously he ran and he really never gave that. But you cannot blame Rashford for that, but you can only blame him for being selfish. He got a second chance, headed it into the back of the net. The third one, in the same position where Bruno was, hit it into the lower bottom corner. And Bruno got this in the 45th minute, and he couldn't even go in for that effort to shoot it at goal. So I believe Bruno should go ahead and really get himself composed, because these are moments that are going to make other players great and him not great. Rashford is superseding everyone at Old Trafford. Do you know why? He is scoring goals. This is his, I think, 13th Premier League goal. 13th or 12th. You get? I think it's 12th Premier League goal. Ever since he came from the World Cup, he has gone ahead to score how many goals? 13 goals. No player around Europe has gone ahead to put in efforts back of the net like Marcus Rashford has. No player has. So I think Bruno Fernandes needs to go ahead and really do the needful and really put those efforts at the back of the net, because we really need those more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Now, there is an effort that Diego Dalot found himself striking onto the post in the 62nd minute, and obviously it rattled off the bar, and we found ourselves into a nearing opportunity to score, and that was a man known as Dalot. I'm trying to retrieve it here and show you how he really went ahead and did the needful. But I'm going to talk about David De Gea. He kept us in the game a lot, close to 2-3 times. He kept us a lot, and I think people are really looking at other players, but I think David De Gea, if I'm going to do the player ratings after this video, he's really one of those that is going to score highly. This is the score. This is the shot of Diego Dalot that he hits and rattles off the bar. You get? He hit it and obviously went rattled off the bar, and it came back into play. And obviously, Melier, the goalkeeper of Leeds, couldn't get touch of it, and it was really heavy to an extent that he couldn't come close to it. That is Dalot for you, and that's what you get from Dalot. But the coming in of Wan-Bissaka was also good to give him that cameo. You know, that is something I would love to see at Manchester United. I want to see competition in between Dalot and Wan-Bissaka, and let the best player that the manager thinks deserves to start. That's it. If Dalot is the best player on training, let him start. If Wan-Bissaka looks sharp, let him start. And I would love to see that competition at Manchester United, and that shows you that signals of United getting back to being elite are really signaling or showing up, because an elite club has to be having two players competing into the same position to see to it that we go ahead and really find ourselves onto that. But Rashford again had himself on target, but this goal was ruled out because he was typically offside, and this is how the offside really caught him. But he had beaten it, and narrowly he missed out on it, and that is Rashford for you. So Bruno Fernandes had slided Rashford into behind Warber, and he made no mistake with the finish, and VAR went to check it through. That was the 90th minute plus 4 minutes, and obviously, look, he was offside, and they ruled it out. Then even Weghorst found himself on target, but he really didn't do the needful. But did you understand what Ten Hag really went in for Weghorst? Weghorst really played very well today, especially in the second half. The first half, he looked like he was in a graveyard shift. Then what Ten Hag did was, around the 60th minute, he brought on Garnacho and Lisandro Martinez, and he told Rashford to lead the line. Rashford was leading the line. Then Weghorst dropped into the role that Bruno plays, because you got to know that the problem we are having is we are not getting that ball past the central axis. And if at all you want to threaten any team, you have to win the midfield battle. Now, what he did, he told Bruno to switch wide right and was playing as a right winger. Then Weghorst started to play the Bruno role, and he was doing the hold-up play. And that's where the goal comes in through the interplays between Bruno, Sabitzer. Sabitzer switches it wide, and obviously Bruno and obviously Rashford heads it home. So Sabitzer played very well today, grabbing himself his first assist for Manchester United, and what would have been his first goal for Manchester United, but it was denied. And let me show you this. That is the Weghorst goal that was denied by VAR. And if I told you, look at him, he was typically offside, because by the time Harry Maguire heads it to find him to net in the back of the net, he was offside. But good play. And I think with time, him playing into these players, he's going to get used to them. But Sabitzer, guys, is a beast. Sabitzer looks like has been here for so long. Sabitzer has really gone ahead to really stun me a lot. But What a way of killing off the game. Rashford scoring the 80th minute and Alejandro Garnacho scoring into the 85th minute of the game. And obviously, we killed it off in no time. And that is what we call a team that is really a very huge team. Let's go to this. And then after, I'm going to go all out and come into the live chat and really respond to what you guys are really asking me and telling me about as far as your reactions are really concerned. When you look at the team stats, we are having 16 shots by Leeds. United had 11, 6 shots on target by Leeds, 5 shots on target by Manchester United, 33% ball possession by Leeds. United had 67. I think we had the possession, but we never looked really a threat. I'm going to show you something about that. 250 passes completed by Leeds. United completed 536 and 38. 67% passing accuracy by Leeds. 81% passing accuracy by Manchester United. That's great. 10 fouls by Leeds, 13 fouls by Manchester United, 2 yellow cards by Leeds, 1 yellow card to Manchester United, 0 red cards to both sides, 3 offsides to both sides, 7 corners to Leeds, and 3 corners to a side known as Manchester United. Now, this is how the table looks. Arsenal is on top of the Premier League table. Arsenal is on top of the Premier League table, 21 games played, 51 points. We've played 23 games, 2 more than Arsenal. We are having 46 points, and we are just 5 points behind Arsenal. But remember, Arsenal is going to play Sydney over the midweek. That is Wednesday. Then Manchester City, that's playing now against Aston Villa, is having 45 points. Newcastle drew yesterday, they're having 41 points, and we are 5 points ahead of Newcastle. And look at our point difference between us and Tottenham Hotspur. Spurs is having 39. They've played 23 games. We've also played 23 games, and we are having 46 points, meaning that we are 7 points clear from Tottenham Hotspur. Looking like the table is trying to take shape. And obviously, we are finding ourselves in better positions and no threat from Chelsea, because look at where Chelsea is. 31 points. How many points behind us? 15 points. Where is Liverpool? Liverpool, where are you at? Liverpool is having 29. 29, how many points behind us? 17. And we've played 3 more games than them. So even if they win all those 3 games, they'll be having 9. They'll having 38. That's 8 points behind us. So it shows you how good we are and how United is going ahead to perform. And kudos to Erik ten Hag and his tactical masterclass that he put up today at the field of Elland Road. And another record has been said that we have now gone ahead to win 2 consecutive games at Elland Road in 2 consecutive seasons. Last season, we won there by 4 goals to 2. This time around, we won by 2 goals to 0, and that is another record set by Manchester United. But the game in the first half looked boring. Second half was all boring. Apart from those goals we score, I don't remember any exciting moments that we created that really are really going to really linger into our minds a lot, that we really played a very beautiful game. But we managed the game very well. That's where I give Erik ten Hag credit, that if we are talking about game management, we manage the game very, very well. Let's go to what you guys are really saying. I know Mugisha Willie, let's celebrate our win today, thought it was not easy for us. Yeah, it was not easy for us, but Ten Hag understood his mistake, that at Old Trafford, we committed a lot and we really let in early goals in both halves. After that, everything has gone into shape and played into our favor, hence winning that beautiful game of football. Please, we don't need Harry Maguire again. To me, every time he holds that ball, I'm really worried. In the second half, if you're playing Man City, all Arsenal, all Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur, all an elite team like Brighton, you give away those chances like Brentford or Leicester City, you're going to play on, I think it's going to be Sunday at Old Trafford. You give out the ball like that, they hit you. Out of those 4 chances, 1 in the first half, 3 in the second half, they can really hit you because they're having technically gifted players that can really take on the back 4 and obviously find an extra pass to really find a well-placed player in the defender's box area, and hence we concede. If at all you remember that game of Liverpool where we conceded 5 at Old Trafford, when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was here, that's what we did. Every time we gave a ball away like that, we got punished by Liverpool. Leeds never punished us because they are not lethal in front of goal. And we are lucky that out of the 4 times that Harry Maguire gave away that ball, it never landed on Gintonto. Gintonto, if at all he got one of those, he would have really went ahead to hurt us. But I think God was with us and nothing really played into Leeds' favor. Maguire and Weghorst played really well. Weghorst right, Harry Maguire. There is nothing he did like playing well, guys. What well did Maguire play? Barrister David, my namesake. How well did Maguire play? I don't see how well this guy played. You are just giving him hails for nothing. And you wait in my player ratings. After this video, I'm going to do my player ratings. I'm going to show you how Maguire really did. Though the English press is trying to smear a lot of Vaseline and white color onto him to make him pure and clear away all the dark spots. But trust me, this guy is the worst player today on the field of play. He has been the worst player on the field of play. He would have costed us four times. And if at all any of those times he gave out the ball crossed the line, the goal line of Manchester United, would you have come here and really said that he was the best player and really played very well? No way. No way Maguire played very well, because he did nothing apart from costing us, and it was just the players of Leeds not being brilliant for us not conceding. But if at all they are brilliant enough, they would have gone ahead to concede. Then I know Mugisha Willie, we should thank God for the manager we have, because that guy is a genius. Obviously, a master tactical class that he really put out into that game of football, and he outthought the manager of Leeds. Asimwe Hillary, Eric Ten Hag is the man of the match. Might be, maybe. We are going to see in the player ratings either for you. Then I know Mugisha, I was happy for Ten Hag celebrations for the Garnacho goal. Obviously, he had to celebrate it because a lot of pressure was coming on Garnacho, and the manager who is really good at really grooming young talent, he wants that player to go on and really gain confidence, because if Garnacho gains confidence, he finds himself into good shooting areas. That's what I told people about Garnacho, that I like one thing about Garnacho. He finds himself well into scoring areas. Now, the only thing left is him composing himself, and obviously he superseded it today. He composed himself very well and obviously scored that goal into the back of the net, and obviously gave United a lead that was really comfortable after Rashford scored all, put us ahead into the 80th minute. That is Alejandro Garnacho for you, and obviously he's really a very good player that really put us ahead, and obviously United fans are really ranting. They're no longer ranting about the player. They are just praising him to see to it that he has really gone ahead to save us. And this is the guy. This is Rashford telling him, thank you for the good job done off the bench. And obviously you've gone ahead to give us a brace. And that is Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho celebrating Garnacho's goal in a way that is really so much encouraging. And why is Rashford doing that? He just recalls back when all our strikers were injured: Memphis Depay, Van Persie, Anton Martial. Who else was there by then? I think those are the only three that were there. And then Louis van Gaal in 2016 got him from the academy and told him, you are going to lead the line for Manchester United. He was just 16 years, approaching his 17th year, and he played away for Manchester United in the UEFA Europa League game against Midtjylland. And guess what happened? We beat Midtjylland by 4 goals, and Rashford scored a brace. After that, on the weekend, on Sunday, we are playing Arsenal. Rashford scores a brace. A week after, Rashford goes ahead to score against Man City at Etihad, and we won that game by 1-0. So I think Rashford is really looking at Garnacho as his mold. As he was really molded and came out through, he's telling him, please, you're going to make it, because I was into your feet, and we never had a manager like Eric Ten Hag who believes in young talent, but we really made it through. And obviously, that is Rashford congratulating Garnacho. A very good way to congratulate him, because he deserves it, and he's a man of the day that has gone ahead to do the needful at the club of Manchester United. Then there are very many comments landing in, guys, but we are going to get them done. Dalot hit the pole right. He hit the pole. Very good effort by Dalot, and he had a very good play. Though at the beginning of the game, Dalot and Sancho were a little bit sloppy. Dalot gave away the ball like 3 times, and Sancho gave away the ball like 3 times. But one thing I liked about Sancho today, I saw Sancho fighting on the field of play. I saw Sancho fighting. And that's what you would love to see from a player like Sancho, who is not known for many physical battles, and obviously just finds himself into positions of fighting again. That shows you the good work that Erik ten Hag has really gone ahead to do for a club of Manchester United. If at all you see Sancho fighting, you'll know that Ten Hag is grooming fighters to fight for the shirt of Manchester United. Maguire is good, though he makes a lot of blind passes. He's nowhere near good. He's nowhere near good because you are playing a deep line. If we are playing a high line, they would have really gone ahead to open us a lot and pass us through. Ten Hag brought him on because the game plan was, let's play deep, let's play safe, and obviously possess that ball from the back and hold up until when our moment comes for us to score. And that's why Ten Hag really put him into that system. But if I thought Ten Hag wanted to play a high line to press Leeds hard, he would have gone ahead to either play Lindelof or Rafael Varane on the right side of the central defense. Maguire slows down the game because of weak midfield guys. Even if Casemiro is here, he has costed us games. We played games when Nemanja Matic was a very good midfielder and Maguire was costing us. Guys, where have you been? Where have you been? In the summer, the first player that I believe should leave this club should be Harry Maguire. That's it. He should go out. Maguire should find his way out of this club because there is nothing he does that suits the club of Manchester United. VAR is a joke. You can't get a bloody penalty these days. That's it. But I think, according to what they really did yesterday, they denied Arsenal their victory by giving out that goal. And that today, I think they were really so much observant. But there was a handball for Bruno Fernandes in the first half. VAR never gave it a goal. And that was really hard. Late win, obviously, scoring in the 80th minute and 85th minute shows you how much we were into the game. And Ten Hag never allowed the players' minds to be carried away. He told them, we are Manchester United. We are having better players than Leeds. Let no one lie to you that Leeds is going to come out and really outcompete us in pressing, in running, in skills, and build up play. We just have to compose ourselves, calm down, and our moment will come. And when our moment came in through, it was really great, and we really went ahead for that goal. Sabi versus Casemiro will be fire. That is on Thursday. Wait for that. That is Asimwe Hillary. Thank you for watching in. Obviously, Sabitzer and Casemiro, guys. Sabitzer and Casemiro. Have you seen what Sabitzer has really gone ahead to do? And by the end of the second half, the manager told Freddie, get out of the CDM position. Sabitzer, play there. And obviously, Freddie went in front. But Sabitzer has shown us his leadership skills. He was ordering Maguire, get me the ball, pass the other side, disseminate to the other side. So he was a specimen in that midfield that was really important in the second half. And there is no brainer that we win this game of football because he's brilliant, because of his brilliant pass that he does onto the blind side of the left half space, and Luke Shaw crosses that ball onto the head of Rashford, and we score and really take it home. That is Sabitzer for you. And him and Casemiro, wait for them on Thursday as we play against Barcelona. He's really going to be into that double pivot with Casemiro. Sabitzer, you are lying. Maguire, all right. Barista, you are lying. Maguire is poor, and I can't line with you guys. You know, what shows that a player is poor is when you're having a competitive game like we're playing against Arsenal, Manchester City, Liverpool, even Barcelona. Trust me, even if Rafael Varane gets an injury, I'm not a prophet of doom. I'm just insinuating, but I'm just giving an example. You can call it a hypothetical. If it comes to the worst and Rafael Varane is injured and we are going to Barcelona, Ten Hag won't start Maguire. He will start Luke Shaw and Lindelof in the central defense. That's it, because Lisandro Martinez is really out. It shows you the poor quality of Harry Maguire. Why have you ever played football? If not, why shout of Maguire? I've ever played football, guys, but Maguire is bad. He's bad. We don't deserve him here. Thomas Donko, glory, glory, Manchester United. Glory, glory, glory. And it's another win for Manchester United. Though we really missed out on winning the other one at Old Trafford, but we won this one. How many? 4 out of the possible 6. Not bad, but I would have liked a total of 6 out of 6. Then Asimwe Hillary saying glory. Then I'm having Danny Sinyamwagwe. They should have sub Vegos, not Sancho. No. Vegos played very well. Do you know that the second goal we scored is because of Vegos? We couldn't pass the ball through the central axis because we're not having Casemiro. What the manager did, get Vegos, into the central attack midfield position. He was playing like a 10. Bruno switched off to the right. Rashford switched onto the line, and that's how really came in through and really got that win. Then we respect Erik Ten Hag decisions, obviously. Maguire, all right, thank you. Then I'm having Nachton Esther, but as I said, Maguire, no. I side with you. Maguire, no. There is no reason as to why Maguire should be playing to that team. He shouldn't start. It should be Lindelof. However much we've won it, the number of games he gave away, the number of balls he gave away had costed us that game. If I told you, watched it very, very well. Then Patrick Mwanga, Sabitzer is good midfielder, relentless in his strength and good passes. He's a beast. Sabitzer is really one of those that you would like to reckon with alongside Casemiro in that double pivot. And I can't wait. Sorry about that. I can't wait for Thursday, guys. Then how are you, Esther? Esther is here. Esther had really given you faith and belief that you should watch the game of football. And obviously, we're going ahead to register a very good win. Bissaka tried better than Dalot, I doubt. Bissaka came on and obviously played safe. But Dalot almost gave us the first goal. Dalot was sloppy for the first 5 minutes. He gave the ball away like 3 or 4 times, but later he settled into the game very well. But the reason that's why the manager took him off was simple, that Bissaka was there. He's just returning from a hamstring injury, that is Dalot. And the last time, the manager went ahead to play him lots of minutes. Dalot went ahead to get a setback into that hamstring injury. So the manager took him off and brought in Bissaka, but Bissaka really played very well. And to me, what I like about this is we are now talking about competition, and whoever comes in through does the job. Though Dalot is better offensively and he commands well defensively. So Bissaka just has to do one thing. He should improve on the way he really acts when he crosses that center line. If he improves on that, I think he can come in through and really become a threat to Diego Dalot. Samuel Juliana from Nakuru, Kenya. Rashford and Garnacho are on fire. Maguire need a chance with the Butcher. Maguire needing a chance with the Butcher. Did you watch the first 2 games of the Premier League that started this season? He was playing with the Butcher and we conceded 2 goals. Why do we concede those goals? Because Maguire is slow. Even Dan Welbeck ran faster than him, and Brighton put 2 goals past us in the first half. That's the reason as to why we lost that game of football. We lost the game of football of Brentford when he was playing with Lisandro Martinez. How do we get a watertight defense? It's when Erik Ten Hag partners the Butcher with Rafael Varane. Guys, don't like Maguire, that's it. Maguire is a calamity, guys. You will admit it. You know, let me take you back to the Leeds game at Old Trafford. If you've been watching my match reactions always, I've told you that one day it's going to come to pass when Bruno gives away that ball sloppily as he does, and we concede. That's when you're going to know how bad it is for him to lose out balls easily. The game of Leeds, the first goal we concede is because of Bruno losing that ball easily, not so? Now, today Maguire has played. He has given away that ball 4 times with the opponents. The opponents have not capitalized onto that opportunity to score a goal. You get? Having not capitalized onto that, next time when Maguire plays, you'll see what will happen. You'll see what will happen. And you'll come here and mourn. Yet I've already told you that Maguire is a calamity. That guy is calamitous. You shouldn't be into our starting 11. You get? Even when you're playing Reading, he looked bad. That shows you how bad he is. Maguire is a real cow. All right. That is Asimwe Hillary. Barrister David, but he was good in air. I mean, Maguire. Even if Harry Maguire has been, how many area threats have we as a team of Manchester United conceded into our half? Leeds is not a team that is really a threat in the air. They're really a threat on the ground. All right, thank you for asking him which air. Then Semana Ronald, Garnacho is going to prove many haters wrong. I think there is no hater for Garnacho. People are just reactionary. And I just told people that at the age of 18, you shouldn't go out and really slate a child or at that age. Guys, smash the like button. 100 people watching in and only 45 likes. Smash the like button, guys. We would have won the first half, but because we had a curse, Maguire, we had to win late. All right. Maguire didn't win any aerial balls, guys. Even Varane, you mean Varane is worse in the aerial duels? The best defenders we're having at Manchester United are Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez, Lindelof, Luke Shaw. Harry Maguire is a fifth choice centre-back at Manchester United. Garnacho should start from the bench because anytime he came on the bench, he's very dangerous. To me, I believe the games at Old Trafford, Garnacho should start because we're at home, you're having very many fans rallying behind him. When you're playing away from home, he should come off the bench because he can't handle it now. He needs to play one more full season to see to it that he gets used to playing away from home, because the way fans can really irritate and obviously attack his attitude, and obviously can't perform very well. All of the games Garnacho has gone ahead to play away from home, he has only played well when it comes off the bench. Apart from that game, he scored a goal in Real Sociedad, and obviously he scored. The only thing he did positive was scoring a goal, but the entire game he was dead. After Real Sociedad, we come to Aston Villa. He starts. He had nothing to do. He was like a passenger into. He was a pedestrian into that field of play. Then which area just accept he's a cow, yet others are goats. Guys, let's, if you've seen elite defenders, don't even talk about Harry Maguire. I know you're having your opinions. I respect them, but on Harry Maguire, I'm not going to respect any decision, any opinion that is hailing Harry Maguire here for you. You get? We can't play a deep line when we're playing Leeds. We are playing a deep line because we are having a game on Thursday that is really tricky. The manager wants to keep Varane fit to play down in Barcelona because he was at Real Madrid. He has played Real Madrid. He has played against Barcelona very many times in that stadium. Him and Casemiro are going to be so much important in that game. So he keeps him out of the field of play and then brings in Harry Maguire. You get? But Harry Maguire never came in on merit. He played because we were going to play a game away in Barcelona on Thursday. That's it. That's why Maguire played that game of football. But if I told it was not that, I doubt whether I would have started. Then, this is Andrew Ongomrokani. I joined the show a bit late. What was wrong with Martinez and Varane that Eric plays Maguire? Greetings to all United fans. Rashford on fire, really. Andrew, I've told you Rafael Varane is going to be important when you're playing the game of Barcelona away from home. And Ten Hag believes he can knock out Barcelona and obviously get a result at their stadium in Catalonia. For Lisandro Martinez, he was just rested and later they brought him on. That's it. Because he was not even going to play on Thursday. And I think he just wanted to give Malacia some minutes because Malacia is going to play as the left back for Manchester United in Barcelona on Thursday because Luke Shaw is going to partner with Rafael Varane in the central defense, as Lisandro Martinez is going to be out of that game because he accumulated 2 yellow cards in the group stages. That's it. That's why he really benched Rafael Varane. But Lisandro Martinez came on through and you saw the composure. Rashford is really on fire and firing in left, right, and center. Barista, all right, thank you. Levy, please. Do you train more than Maguire? All right. Thank you for watching in. Asimo Hillary. Having Ibrahim Monsari. Bravo, Manchester United. All right. Thank you for watching in. Then I'm having Isabel Ronald Molinda, De Gea, man of the match. And people are not going to praise De Gea because we won. But if I told you know how many times he kept us into play, in the first half, he kept us into play twice. In the second half, I think he kept us into play twice again. That is David De Gea for you. And mentioning about David De Gea, I have certain things to show you. This comes in through in the second half. Another David De Gea super save. That was a super save. Somerville coming close and David De Gea using his leg to really block that shot from really going into the back of the net of Manchester United. It shows you how good David De Gea looked on the day. So he put out very many saves for Manchester United, and obviously there is the first one that he did in the first half, at the beginning of the first half, and obviously helped us a lot to keep ourselves into play. So kudos to David De Gea. He's one of those players that really put in a shift today. Then Isabidi, I agree with you, bro. Thank you for watching it. Daniel Ibanda, I don't miss Ronaldo. Rashford has replaced him this season. Obviously, no one misses Ronaldo. De Gea was the man of the match. All right, thank you. Then Richard Bamweyana is saying yes. Then Nantume Fatuma, my Rashford, nobody can stop him to score. Obviously, the boy is on fire. 13 goals ever since we came back from the World Cup. He's really on fire and he has scored his 21st goal of the season. Those are close to 30 goal involvements. He has 8 assists this season and 21 goals. And he's just 8 goals away from hitting 20 goals in the Premier League. And I believe he is really looking sharp. We play to win games. The league is ours. Not yet. I think we're in a title race, but the league is not ours. We are in the title race, but the league is not ours. Good evening. That's why Eric wanted him out of United. Weghorst is the player of the match. Weghorst played very well. That is Farinda bint Yusuf. And I would like guys to know that Weghorst has been pivotal into this win. He drops deep in the midfield. Bruno switches right, and Rashford leads the line. You get? So, very good tactical masterclass by the manager. Weghorst is not doing well unless you are watching the... Guys, if you are saying Weghorst is not doing well, then you are not watching the same game of football you are watching. You are not made for the game of football. That's it. If Weghorst is not doing well, who contributed the assist for the goal that Garnacho scores? If Weghorst is not doing well, who has the assist? It's Weghorst that releases Garnacho. Abdullah Sesai, love this team. Thank you for watching in. Then I'm having Mato Bernard. Why Martinez not in Barcelona game? Accumulated 2 yellow cards in the group stages. That's why he's out. Farida bint Yusuf. But I'm really so happy, even though it was not easy because the players are tired. The players only rested 3 days, but I'm really happy. Bruno Fernandes came out and said, if you can't come out and play 2 games per season, 2 games per week, then you are not made for Manchester United. So those are really excuses that are really lame. Why does Bruno Fernandes play all of them? Why does Rashford play all of them? Why does Freddie come in through and put the energy? Dallo, Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Lisandro Martinez. You get, every player should be able to play all those number of games. Ten Hag is a man of the match, no jokes, but Maguire, obviously, good game for Manchester United. I think the manager should let Maguire go ahead of the end of the summer. That's it. He's going to go, guys. He's going to go. He's going to go. Then I'm having, please, I want Harry Maguire out of the team. All right. In the summer, he's going to be out. He's going to be sold because you have to sell to buy. Then I'm having Onasa Jeremiah, more grace to Ten Hag and Manchester United. All right. Thank you for watching in. Kosi, don't start. United for the title, nowhere near the title. But I know we can't put there an effort, but I don't see us winning the title. But we can't be in the title race, especially according to the result that Arsenal is going to get when they are playing Man City. And remember, they have to play themselves twice. And Arsenal has to play Chelsea, they have to play Liverpool, they have to play Newcastle and Manchester City. They are left with 4 big games, and United is left with only Liverpool, Newcastle, and Chelsea, and Tottenham Hotspur. So, if Arsenal can lose both games to City, then the title is really great. So, we are into the title race if at all Arsenal loses to City, or if at all Arsenal has a draw with City, and maybe they lose away at Etihad. But if at all Arsenal happens to win the game on Wednesday, no way we are into the title. That's it, unless otherwise. But I believe Arsenal is having a blip, and you expect that down in form at this point of the season, because as any team, that happens. Rokani De Gea is top keeper, 20 years now. That's it. Very good quality goalkeeper. And this narrative of sweeper goalkeeping, ball distribution, is really trying to keep him out of the debate of one of the best goalkeepers in the world. But I believe he's improving on his ball distribution, though he costed us. And I think Freddie recovered on very well and really got that ball off Somerville. That would have costed us. But I believe those blips are always there in the game. I saw Alisson, to me, the best goalkeeper in the world, do it when Liverpool was big. When Liverpool, I think that game that they draw with, Wolverhampton Wanderers in the FA Cup, Guedes scores that goal, but Alisson passes the ball to him. Even Ederson is sometimes a culprit. I saw Ramsdale of Arsenal doing that. So I think there is a campaign of knocking De Gea down, but he has never really given up. Then we are having We are having Farid Binti Yusuf. The media is on fire. United is moving forward. Arsenal fans are very quiet. Let me enjoy my popcorn. They are not quiet. Kosi is here talking. He's an Arsenal fan. But Arsenal is really having 80% chances of taking the trophy because the trophy is theirs to lose. It's in their hands. They beat City on Wednesday. Guess what happened? Guess what happens? They are 6 points ahead of City. You get, and they're having a game in hand. So it shows you that Arsenal are nowhere near losing the trophy. Apart from them losing against City on Wednesday, even if they get a draw, that will be fine for them. 6 point gap, and they'll let the things flow very well. Then Vijura Prita, I think that we have got midfield partner for Casemiro. Sabitzer is really good. That cross to look sure. Sabitzer is a beast. Sabitzer is really one of those players that Erik ten Hag is going to sign on a permanent in the summer. And we thank God that however much we are getting in new owners and they're going to come in late, we have finally gotten in a player that is going to be our first signing of the summer. And obviously going to be Sabitzer. Ten Hag is going to recommend him to stay at the club of Manchester United. And the best game you are going to see, and not even think of Eriksen anymore, though we need him back, against Barcelona, Sabitzer, Casemiro in that double pivot. Casemiro has already played against Barcelona in the La Liga. El Clasicos. Sabitzer has always come in through. Sabitzer has always come in through and played against Barcelona when he was at Bayern Munich. You saw that double tie. He played at the Allianz Arena and in Barcelona at the Spotify Stadium. He played very well. So he is not a novice in this game. So our double pivot players, Casemiro and Sabitzer, are really well conversant of this team they are going to play. And I believe they're having an experience more than that of Casey, Frankie de Jong, and Pedri. That's it, because Busquets, one of the best CDMs that has ever lived in the world, is out of this game. That's it. Kosi impressed with United today, rotated lineup, under it for the most of the game and found a way to win. Elite attacking talent will bail you out most of the time. Ten Hag made good subs. Title push starts. No title push, Kosi. No title push. No title push. I believe we can only be to the title race if at all we get all those players back. If Anthony is back, Scott McTominay returns, Anton Martial returns, which other player? Those three players, if at all they return and they find themselves integrated with this team, I think we can go on a very huge run, because you look us stretch a lot to score goals when Martial is out. We struggle to score goals when Martial is out. If Martial can come in and obviously do the needful for the club, obviously we will be great. Greet Esther, Nachitende Esther. How are you? How are you? I think you are now okay. The pressure is off you and you've gotten to see us really win this game of football. Then there is Eda Seidogaba. I don't know whether I pronounce your name very well. Team building is what we have now. Ten Hag with a good job. Very good job. Growly, Manchester United. Thank you, Eda, for watching it. Then Nicholas TV from Kenya. Thank you for watching it. Anytime I see Maguire in the starting lineup, I get sick. To be frank, Faggy era is here. Faggy era is here, not era, as in EAR. ERA, that's what he meant, is here with us. I know Erik ten Hag will achieve more than Sir Alex Ferguson. Don't bet on it. Don't bet on it. It's a very huge call for Erik ten Hag. Very huge call, because I believe Ferguson really got us a lot. Close to 13 Premier League trophies. You get two Champions League trophies. He played two Champions League finales. He has like how many FA Cups, Carabao Cups. Don't put pressure onto Erik ten Hag. I know he's a very good manager. He's going to get us back to winning ways, but don't pile pressure onto him. Nelson Mwesigwa, God bless Ten Hag for the tactical changes at Man United with his motivations in players. That's it. You are really on point, because these players fight until the last minute. Then Kosi Arsenal podcast. 80%. I think Arsenal has 80%. Before Wednesday, they have 80%. They bottle the game with City, then the percentage reduces to 40. That's it. 40 to Arsenal, 40 to Man City, because they'll have leveled points with City, and City would have taken over Arsenal because City now have a goal difference of 33 goals and Arsenal have a goal difference of 28. Right now it's 80%. They beat City. They beat City on they beat City on Wednesday. If Arsenal beats City on Wednesday, Arsenal will be having 54 points and City will be having 48. 6 points in between. And City would have played one game more than Arsenal. Do you know that? So if Arsenal win their game in hand, it will be at 9. That's it. Because right now, City is leading by 1-0 and they are 3 points behind Arsenal. If Arsenal beats them on Wednesday, they are going to be 6 points ahead of them. They win their game in hand, 9 points. It's still 80% chance for them to win, according to me. Then I don't like when Maguire is on field of play. I hate him so much. Thank you, Anasa Jeremiah. Asimwe, we shall miss Butcher on Thursday. We shall miss him, but Luke Shaw will get that job done. Luke Shaw will get it done. Nduga Roba Sabitza is not from this planet. Look at the opener. He drops to get the ball from Maguire to get the big number of touches on the ball the whole game. But he could not start up an attack. That's it. So Sabitzer really did it very well, and obviously he really gave us a very good start on which we capitalized to score first goal. Please, when will Anthony be coming back? He's out of the Barcelona game, but I believe the game of Leicester, I think Scott McTominay, Anton Martial, and Anthony will be back for the game of Leicester City at Old Trafford. That is next Sunday. Asimwe, from which planet is he, please? That's an idiom showing that he's really out of this world. He's too special that he deserves to be praised every time we are talking about the best players on the field of play. I'll be happy when Casemiro and Sabitzer come on. That is Anasa Jeremiah. And lastly, it's Asimwe Hillary coming in. Thank you for the love of your job for us, bro. Thank you for watching in, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching in through. United is really doing great, and we've gone ahead to see ourselves into another win away from home, and we are having 46 points, obviously dominating and solidifying our stay into the four positions of the Premier League table. It's like a confirmation that we're going to play into the Champions League. We win our game against Leicester City, things will work out like a charm for us and will find us in a position that no one even thought would be at the beginning of the season. Because I think it's only Gary Neville that I had talking about United being into the 4th spot. That's it. But people are saying Liverpool, Chelsea, City, and Arsenal. They had sidelined us to that level, but obviously we went in through and obviously found ourselves into a better way of winning the game of football. But the game was dull. The demo was dull. It was a tactical masterclass by Erik ten Hag, and this is how the first half looked like. Very dull. Played a lot into our half, as you see. You see 40% in the half of Manchester United, meaning that the lion's share of the possession we've been having of 64% in the first half, 40% of it we played here, 41.9. We shared it, 20.5 in the United's half, 20.5 in the half of Leeds. So it showed you that we really had a boring game, but obviously the manager, being tactical and being a masterclass into this game of football, he outmatched the Leeds side. And Leeds have been beaten today by United, 2-1. Marcus Rashford on target again. He's scoring 21 goals. And I don't want to hear Arsenal fans putting Marcus Rashford and Martinelli in the same statement, Bukayo Saka, because they've never even netted 20 goals a season. This is the 3rd or 4th time Rashford is doing it. And I want to see, to be where the greats are, the big boys are, you need to do what big boys do. I want to see Saka coming in through and really scoring 20 goals a season. After scoring 20 goals a season, he will come in through and do the needful. Then lastly, we are having Adams, Nabusagu. Maguire is a liability in that defense. He slows down the game and most of his passes are misplaced. That's it. And he has been referred to as a player who passes well from the back four. And when has he ever passed well from the back four? I've seen him going in for the long ball close to 3, 4, 5, 6 times in this game, and obviously misplaced every pass. He never even allocated where Weghorst was, a person who was targeting. So it shows you how naive he is in this game, that Ten Hag is really coaching us as the players of Manchester United. Then I will like it if Casemiro and Sabitzer take charge of the midfield. That will be great. And that's the big run we are going to go on. I believe Sabitzer and Casemiro in that midfield, we are going to go on a good run of close to 10 unbeaten games. 10 unbeaten games because that midfield is really untouchable. Sabitzer and Casemiro, oh my God, and Nasser Jeremiah. Thank you for that. I would like it for Casemiro and Sabitzer. Take charge of that midfield. That will be great. All right. Now, guys, thank you very much for checking through. I think that has been my last submission for the day. Everyone that watched in through, very many comments, a live close to 1 hour long. You guys have been nice onto this channel and keep it United Matters channel. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And after subscribing, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time we upload a video onto this channel. Hillary, you are so funny with your comment. You like to challenge David, which makes me too. All right, thank you, Nantume Fatuma, for watching in. And obviously, we sign out for now. See you later. May the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly and give you a fruitful week that we are starting. That is tomorrow. I'm out. On Thursday, United versus Barcelona, UEFA Europa League playoff is back. Bye-bye.